what film is.
Yes.
It's about that story. It's about that paper that you have to translate onto that screen.
Go in with a certain assumption, but then you see actors do something completely different that you don't expect, and actors you're fond of or you've seen them doing well together and see them again is always special.
But those 8 months that I was there, we used to run to see Arshad Mehta because he was the superstar.
Just finished my school 10th and then just joined college and I got Munna Bhai and I just went and I said, हाँ मुझे काम करना है, time pass करते हैं, घर जाते हैं.
We have quite a Visfotak lineup today, right? And that happens very rare. So before without any further ado, I have to welcome you guys. So please, thank you so much for being with me and welcome.
Thank
you.
Thank you for
So
having us.
yeah, I have to start with Fardeen because people keep talking about there's overexposure and everything. I think there is never too much Fardeen. So there is 3 projects, there are 10 projects, just keep coming out.
You're missing out the 12 years I was away. So.
Yeah, he's making
I
up
think
for
I'm
it.
making up pretty quickly.
And less might also be more.
Of course, no, but absolutely. And I have to start with you that it is probably the most amazing coincidence possible that the 3 projects you've had already out so far, 2 of them are with people you had one of the best films with Hey Baby. You all created this amazing video as well, taking everybody down the nostalgic lane and having some fun. How was the vibe on that particular day? I purely asked this because you all knew that Khel Khel Mein is up for release, and then you all obviously had Visfot. So how has been their reception to you just banging it up?
Well, there's a lot of nostalgia, and that is so heartwarming. One is, of course, they have recalls of their memories, films, music, they're like bookmarks in your life. So, I mean, they're always connected to some memory or some experience that people are actually having, and that's what they keep in their heart. And, somewhere along the line, your performance has given them joy, and they give you that love back, and that's what we're experiencing. And for them to see us in different roles now, so many years later, I think Hey Baby was 2007.
Yes.
So them to see us now in 24, with Akshay and me in very different roles. And again, see me and Riteish not in a comedic role, like I think someone asked Cookie, Visfot, what did they ask you?
How did...
Comedy ka naam Visfot kyun rakha? So they just
that was the obvious assume,
So it was just an assumption.
What's the name of the movie?
Correct.
Visfot. I said, comedy picture your naam Visfot kaise? I had to tell him I'm not doing a comedy.
Right.
So I think it's always special. I mean, even for me, just speaking as an audience, when you go in with a certain assumption, but then you see actors do something completely different that you don't expect, and actors you're fond of or you've seen them doing well together and see them again, is always special. So we are fortunate that I'm extremely fortunate that these 2 projects have happened with people I've worked before, and
correct.
We have already an existing fan following based on our work that we've done, and. I'm fortunate and lucky and very grateful.
Fabulous. I mean, as I mentioned, there's never going to be too much Fardeen. Just keep coming out more and more.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Coming to you, Krystle, you finally, people keep talking about the transition and everything, right, from television to films, but I don't really term that to be a transition per se, because you can always do everything and still be there, just roll it up. So, but my question to you is, you also faced the wrath of COVID, I would say, because your film came at a time, it probably just, vanished away for, the obvious reason. So when Visfot happened to you, or, whatever the process was, were you a little bit more cautious that, if this is going to be my second film, this is how I approach it, or should I even do this or not?
Okay, first of all, the transition is never easy. Second, I feel like, yes, it did come during COVID, and that's really sad because that film actually, it was such a good film. I wish it came at a better time and, people could watch it in the theatres. But thanks to OTT, people did watch it OTT, and we got a lot of messages after that and everything. And, I love OTT because of that. It's like literally in your bedroom, in your living room. And yes, so when Visfot was happening, I heard the character and I was game from the beginning because it's a very enduring, beautiful character that I'm playing, who is, everywhere, and who's trying to solve problems also, trying to keep things calm as well. and it's a very important character in the film. I feel every character is important in this film. You cannot say that, you know, oh, this one is a little more,
Right.
that one is a little more. Every character is very important, and I also got to know I'm working with Fardeen. So
Oh,
that was
yeah,
a little,
yeah.
that was a little like extra incentive.
Yeah, best selling point ever.
yeah. So yeah, I think, you know, I was ecstatic about it.
Super. That's true. And Priya, I
She
have
never
to
told me all this while we were working. I'm
I'm telling you, I was trying to be a very serious actor then. I was like,
trying
no,
to
no,
be
no.
in the character.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm serious.
and if she started fangirling, you would probably.
यार इसको हटाओ यहाँ से.
True, fabulous. And Priya, I have to come to you because यार आप कहाँ चले गए थे? मतलब यार आप you gave probably two of the best cameos, as people term it, in the Munna Bhai, you know, duology. And then you vanished. You didn't do Hindi for the longest time, and then you now have these, you know, back-to-back Hindi projects coming up. But everybody knows she's a Marathi superstar, so we are not, you know, ridiculing that out by any means. But my question is that, you know, when is it one of those instances where now these projects are just suddenly popping up in Hindi belt, which is really appealing to you, and it did not really happen in that long period when you were not doing much there?
No, I think I never took it very seriously. I didn't know if I wanted to become an actor when I did Munna Bhai.
Right.
So I was in first year of my junior college. I had just finished my school 10th and then just joined college, and I got Munna Bhai, and I just went and I said, हाँ मुझे काम करना है, time pass करते हैं, घर जाते हैं. That's all I had in
Right.
mind. So it's only after I realized, after my post graduation, and I was very serious about my studies, though I passionately loved acting and loved being in front of the camera, I never thought I could take it up as a career. I always thought that, you know, like I come from a very simple middle class family, and I genuinely, my parents always taught me that kuch bhi karo, padhai khatam karo. Then you
Right.
always have a backup if you really want to, you know, achieve something in life. And I really never paid attention to what I was actually feeling till I finished my post-graduation, which I did in mass communication, where I was given a chance to watch world cinema.
Correct.
And that's when I realized that more than watching filmmaking and screenplays and editing, what I'm really missing out is performing. Every time I used to watch a film, I used to see how that actor has played that emotion, how he has portrayed this, how he is expressing. And I really felt that I'm really missing my acting. And I went back. So the very easy way out for me, because I'm a Maharashtrian and I had already done a lot of Marathi television and a film as a child actor, it was very easy for me to start from Marathi.
Correct.
And obviously I got opportunities in Marathi. Even then I didn't think about shifting to Hindi. It's much later when I realized that, okay, I think I have understood what performance is, what acting is, and now I can take up more challenges. So I have to firstly say like a big thank you to Nagesh Kuknur for giving me City of Dreams.
Of course.
And then Sanjay Gupta sir, because he saw City of Dreams and he asked me for Visfot. And then working with Kookie sir on the sets of Visfot. I think it's been a journey. It's not that nothing was intentional. I didn't plan anything. But now I'm here to stay.
That's what I love about this lineup already. You know, we have 3 actors who've had such, you know, different journeys, but are here to stay. Definitely here to stay. Fabulous. And coming to you, Kookie sir, again, you had a very interesting trajectory as well. You know, some hits, some misses in the conventional way and in the unconventional way as well. What I was very curious about with some of your projects is, and now with Visfot as well, is that has it been a case for you that sometimes something is really, really good on paper, but doesn't necessarily transpire as good onto screen, and that probably became a reason for a couple of your misses? And how did Visfot stand out from that particular, you know, assumption?
So that what you said, I think, happened to me with Prince. I think at that time I was young, and I was overtly ambitious.
Okay.
And I just wanted everything to be large. So I mean, if you see Prince, everything's large. From choppers to this and that. So somewhere down the line, I think in that I got a little lost and forgot what the real, what film is.
Yes.
It's about that story. It's about that paper that you have to translate onto that screen. So I think that but it took me a time to realize it, and I reflected and whatever. And therefore, I actually wrote the film Dhoka.
Yes.
I said, I want to make a film, I want to take everything away and I'll make it in a room.
Yeah.
Now, how do I set that up? So you don't have any choppers, you don't have any action, you don't have anything. Now there are 4 people in a building. Now make a movie. So literally, Dhoka came out of that. Big Bull came out of something completely different. And that because I had worked in stock market, and it was the most challenging. The writer, he brought this idea to me. He said, "What about making something on Harshad Mehta time and that?"
Right.
I said, I was there. My dad had put me in the stock market at that time, and I ran away after 8 months.
Right.
But those 8 months that I was there, we used to run to see Harshad Mehta because he was the superstar. That is when I really, I think, got down and understood what writing, what it means to bring what is written onto screen, how does it translate, what are the various ways, and the simplest things actually are the best.
True.
If I can get a performance out of an actor, that does most of the job. Everything else is added, right? So because end of the day, the actors telling you the story. I mean, it's through the actor that we are communicating. If I can get that right, if that channel is right, then we've cracked it.
Absolutely.
And I think now with all that learning from Prince to Visfot, I think to me this is my best. I think the set of great actors and a great script and no frills. I went with handheld cameras right in their face, and I think the only thing we were concentrating performance, and what is it that we are saying. And I think we all came in like Riteish and Priya's. Some of the scenes are explosive. They've just done some crazy stuff, like the emotion, the madness. Fardeen and Krystle's characters, they have a completely different journey.
Right.
Actually, at the other end of the spectrum, as a couple, they are very much in love.
Yeah.
But at all times, it was just about what is the performance, and then we had some great cast around, even the others, Seema Biswas. And,
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, Shiba Chadha, Nachiket, his first debut, even the kid, and there's so many. I mean, we really went for actors.
Correct.
I think that is the biggest, the transformation, you can say, whatever.
Fabulous. And you
Yeah.
use the word explosive. Couldn't be better for using something for this one. So fabulous. So thank you so much for your time. I had an absolute pleasure. Cannot wait for to see the film, and of course everything else that I have in store.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you.